Hi there, welcome back to video number 3. Joanne Rodriguez here with you, and I want to welcome you back and congratulate you on your commitment to sticking with this video training series until the end. So I just congratulations on that, because it takes commitment, and that's something that we're going to have in order to implement this into our vision, in order to create that happy and more joyous you and that life that we want to create for ourselves. So welcome back, and today I know that we had said that we were going to talk about challenges, so I'm going to dive into the challenges that are going to come up for you whenever we're trying to make changes, whenever we're trying to bring in something new into our lives, something bigger than we could possibly ever imagine. Challenges are bound to arise. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, it's inevitable. So I want to address that today, because it's very easy to go back into that place of contraction when we feel like things aren't working out the way they're supposed to, when we're making these steps, taking these steps in order to make changes into our lives. It's easy for our minds to just go back to what's familiar because it's scared of the uncertainty of not knowing what is and what could happen. So this is a form of resistance, and it ties into the habits that we have. So I'm going to address 3 challenges today, and number 1 is timing, which is time management. Number 2 is something that a lot of us have, which is money, the feeling that there isn't enough money to do or create whatever it is that we're trying to do. And so I'm here to tell you that that's not true. It's completely false. It's the lie that we've all bought into. And finally, number 3 is commitment. And it's really about being able to commit to the vision that you want to create for yourself, and what that takes. So let's go directly into timing. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I'm sure that that's something that you've struggled with in your life, or at some point if you're not doing it now. But it's timing, because it's so easy to get caught up in busy energy in the day-to-day things that we have to do each day. I have to wash the dishes, I have to clean the house, I have to pick up my daughter from school or my kids from school, I have to go to work, when do we even get time to breathe, right? So it's so easy to let the day go by and not get anything done. And then we keep putting it off. Next day, tomorrow I will do that. Tomorrow I will do it. So I feel like the best thing that has worked for me is writing things down, making a list, what it is that I want to do for that week. Because let's face it, we have over 10,000 minutes each week. Okay? Actually, the exact number is 10,080 minutes every week. So if you really break it down and look at it, you do have time. You just have to carve out the space for it. So again, it's all about breaking the old habits and getting into a new routine. So I want you to make a list of all the things that you want to do for that week for yourself. And then break them down, like categorize them. If you're creating a new business and you want to launch some new product, categorize it, product, and write down the steps, 5 steps that you need to do in order to get closer to your goal for that specific product, for that specific business, whether it's writing a blog, whether it's calling a consultant, whatever it is that you need to do for that particular topic. Next one is cleaning, organizing your home, cleaning up, because again, organization is very important. If we have a mess all around us, it takes up energy and it takes away from our creativity. So maybe, what do you need to do this week? Wash the dishes, wash clothes, vacuum, wipe. If you maybe carve out 1 or 2 hours out of that week, out of your 10,080 minutes. Maybe just carve out 2 hours out of that week where you're going to say, I'm going to clean everything and just get that out of the way, and you could check it off. So simple as that. And then I still have all this other time left for whatever else I want to do. Family time. Family time is important. I'm a mom. I know. Kids are demanding. They require a lot. So carve out time. Okay, so, mom, what do I got to do? Pick up daughter from school, make lunch, make dinner, make breakfast. List all those things, and then once you have all that, because you've broken them down into categories, then make sure you calendar it. Calendar it buy a calendar. Just buy one. I've used one for the last 2 years, and it's so helpful because it's so easy to forget if I have appointments, if I need to do something, whatever it is. I even put in my yoga classes, I write it down. Okay, this is the space for that. That way I can look at it and I'm seeing what it is that I need to do. So that's big, timing. Okay, so we address that issue. Second issue is money. That's something that's very big for everyone. And if you're not having money problems right now, then I'm sure you've experienced them at some point in your life. So money. I just want to tell you right now that it's very easy to take the stance of, I don't have enough money. That sounds great, but I don't have enough money right now. So maybe once I get the money, I'll go back to it. And that's just a lie that you keep telling yourself that's keeping you from moving to where you want to go. So I want you to just let that go, because the money issue, if you really want something really bad, you're going to come up with a way to, you're going to come up with the money, regardless. About 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I was literally broke. Oh my God, I did not have money for anything. I didn't even know how I was going to pay my rent for 1 month, and it was during Christmas time. It was for December, and I was in a really bad state, and I just kept praying, and I was searching, but in the state that I was in, it wasn't a good place in order to bring in new things into my life. But I got blessed with a miracle. I asked and I received. I got blessed with a month's free rent in my complex. I mean, who wins that? A month of free rent. So I'm telling you, it's possible. Whenever you really want something, the universe conspires to bring it in and to give it to you. I decided that for that year that I was struggling, it's because I decided to leave a job that was no longer fulfilling me. It was not fulfilling my passion. It was not in alignment with my goals and what I wanted out of life and the person that I wanted to become. So I made the choice of leaving that job. I took that risk without knowing what was going to happen. So I had a whole year where I decided I'm going to create a business. I'm going to go into business for myself, but at the same time, I didn't have the money to back it up. So I had to come up with ways, different creative ways, to just bring in whatever I needed in order to sustain myself. And that was the year that I got blessed with getting a month's free rent when I needed it. And during that entire time, I don't know, it was just little miracles that happened where I always had just enough, and that built me closer to where I wanted to go. So I say money is not an obstacle, because if you really want something bad, you will find a way. Trust yourself that you will find a way to come up with the money. I promise you that this has happened time and time again. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to trust in something that's bigger than you, that wants the same thing that you want for yourself. So money is not an issue, whatever it is that you're looking to create. So just know that, okay? And let go of that. And the last issue is, but the last challenge is committing. And commitment takes a lot of work. I mean, we have it in relationships. Marriage is a commitment itself. It's a huge commitment. And I think that that's why people get divorced because they don't know going into it. They're so in love and they don't realize how much work it's going to take. It's not just roses and flowers and everything great. Yeah, when things are good around, relationships are wonderful, but try going through money problems, try going through struggling with kids and all these things that tie in. So it's a commitment issue. We have to commit to whatever it is that we want in our lives, our vision. It has to, you have to want it so bad that you are willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And even if it takes you recommitting each day, you have to keep committing, because it's a commitment to yourself. And every time you don't follow through with whatever it is that you committed for yourself to do, it only lowers your self-esteem. And it's that reassuring voice that you're not good enough. So that's why commitment is so important, and following through with whatever it is that you committed for yourself to do. You have to do it, even if it's kicking and screaming until the finish, until the end of it. You have to do it, and then you're gonna see how. You're gonna look back and you're gonna say like, oh my God, I can't believe I made such a big deal of this. But it's all about just commitment, and it's a commitment to yourself, a commitment to the person that you want to be. So those are the 3 challenges that I hear the most from people, and I hope that this has helped you in creating that vision that you want for yourself and moving you closer to being there for this year. Because like I said, it's going to be an amazing year, and I can't wait to see what you are going to manifest this year for yourself. So with that said, I want to thank you so much, and I also want to invite you to my 90-minute free training call that I'll be having in the next 2 weeks. So that's important. Make sure to check your inbox and check the junk mail, the spam, because you don't want to miss it. And the subject line is going to say free 90-minute training call, and that's going to be a really great call. So I'm excited to share with you. I'm excited to share my story. I'm excited to share more content with you, and so much blessings, so much love to you. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Bye.